Match number 10, the semi-main event, was for the GHC Junior Tag Team Championships. I'm Adam Lavelle of WrestlingDoneRight.com, talking about Pro Wrestling Noah's show on September 1st, 2024, the finale show of the N1 Victory Tournament. And again, this is the semi-main event, as the Junior Tag Team Champions Shuji, Kondo, and Eita took on the reunited HAYATA and Yohei. I was very much looking forward to this, and I was not let down, especially how this match kicked off. The reunion of the Rattels. HAYATA and Yohei were not only accompanied by their friend, by their partner, Tadasuke, but also none other than Daisuke Harada. That's right. He was forced to retire, unfortunately, due to injury at much too young of an age, but it was so great to see Harada back with the Rattels, leading them out, almost managing them, not officially. Noah doesn't really do managers that I've ever seen or noticed, but it was almost that type of role here on a special, special night. And that just made this match better than it even was. And how was it? Well, it was very much similar to the last match before it, meaning Asuka and Daga. Now, not carbon copies. That's not what I'm saying. But what I mean by that is the champions, Kondo and Eita, seem to control this match 85% of the time. I mean, now the argument is HAYATA and Yohei are just now starting to team again after being apart for quite some time. I'm sure they're still feeling out, how their team's going to work. They're older, okay? So they're going to be just a little bit slower. And they're going to have to figure out their strategies and what they're going to do for the most part. I'm sure they can pick back up where they left off with relative ease, but there might be a little rust here, which led to Kondo, especially Kondo. Kondo wrestled like Josh Briggs here. Slow. This isn't an insult. He just stalked HAYATA and Yohei with a confidence like Josh Briggs has, just smirking and looking like, whatever. We'll beat these two greasy-haired punks with ease. And Eita came in, and boy, he has some crowd support. This guy is well-liked, heel or not. The fans appreciate his greatness, and he is great. One of the best juniors in the world, in my opinion, and he is very enjoyable to watch. And HAYATA and Yohei being the party guys, I think that's going to start, the young bucks. I'm not a big fan of them at all. But as they get older, they're starting to get tiresome. You got to change it up. And HAYATA and Yohei, I think, are going to be forced to do this. They weren't bad. That's not what I'm saying. But they're older, right? They can't have just the playboy personas, which is mostly Yohei. HAYATA's more of the badass. But they're going to just have to tweak themselves a little bit here, in my opinion. Kondo and Eita seemed poised to win this, and they were upset. They were beat. HAYATA and Yohei overcome and beat the overconfident, arrogant tag team champions in a match that was pretty surprising. I honestly thought this would be pretty even, back and forth. Didn't know who to predict to win, but I did predict HAYATA and Yohei because it's an emotional thing, right? Especially with Harada there. And that comes to fruition. They overcome the beating that they were taking. And let me tell you, Kondo was just dishing it out like a regular old badass. But they were overcome and lost this match and lost their titles. The new GHC Junior Tag Team Champions, HAYATA and Yohei. Now, a very interesting thing happened after that. The Rattels joined together center ring, that being Harada, HAYATA, Yohei, Tadasuke, and Harada has the mic. And I think he's just going to, wax on about the past, which would be absolutely fine. But instead, he calls out a guy I had to Google and ask Haisami about. Who the hell's this guy? 25-year-old Yuto Kikuchi is called out by Harada. And he tells the team, he tells the former Rattels, that this guy is part of their team. They need to make him part of their unit. They need to add a fourth guy. And Harada is telling them, Yuto Kikuchi is that man. He's from Osaka. I'm looking at his cage match page right now. He has no rating, and I'm not insulting him for this. He's just not known by the mass wrestling crowd. I'm sure those in Japan know him. I do not. He's 5'8", 165 pounds. He's a small guy. He's been in the business for 8 years. He's listed as a technician, a technical wrestler. His nickname has been the Red Eagle. And his signature moves are the diving foot stomp, drop kick, KSK, and KYK. I'm not sure what either of those are. KSK and KYK. Someone will have to enlighten me on that. What do you guys know about Yuto Kikuchi? Maybe Hasami will print something up for us. It's not a request. It's just, I don't know. Hopefully I can find some information because, like I said, even his cage match page doesn't tell us much. He's from Dotonbori Pro Wrestling, Dotonbori. Dotonbori Pro Wrestling. That's where he's from. You click on that, it has no ratings either. Again, just says it's from Osaka. It does have a Twitter page and stuff like that, but I'm not going to spend more time here talking about this guy. Not because I have anything against him. I'm curious to see how good he is. If Harad is recommending him, he must be good. Hasami told me he's pretty much modeled himself after someone like HAYATA, so that will be interesting. But hey, new GHC Junior Champions, a new member to the threesome being Yuto Kikuchi. And where does this leave Kondo and Eita? Are they still a team? Will they go into singles? We'll have to wait and see.